Hey guys, it's Taylor, and if you look, I have a big box next to me. You might be wondering what this is, and you're about to find out. Alright guys, so this right here is the brand new 2019 Spirit Good Guy doll. It just came in the mail, and I just wanted to show you what it looked like in the box that it was shipped in, just so that I can give you the full unboxing experience, so that we can just cut this right open and we can get right to the good stuff. And in true Chucky fashion, we're going to be using this big ass kitchen knife, so let's just get right into this. Alright guys, here comes the grand reveal. You guys ready? Oh, it's upside down. Great. Before I even look at this, I'm gonna get an up close shot because I want you to see it at the same time as me. So here we go. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, and there he is. There's Chucky. So let me just take him out of the box real quick so I can get a better look at him. Alright, so basically it comes with a receipt and a 20% off coupon from Spirit, which you can already get that online, so it's nothing crazy for pre-ordering. But either way, I'd like to get into this doll real quick. So first of all, I'd like to just make a comment on the box. This thing just looks absolutely amazing. It has all the good guys stuff all over it, as you can see. The only thing is the Chucky logo here, but I think that's just for copyright. But everything else on this box is spot on to the movie. It has the "He Wants You for Best Friend" up here, and then on the side, the construction worker, the Indian, the fireman. Then on the other side, the cowboy, the soldier, the doctor, and the baseball player. And then of course on the back, the classic Good Guys logo right there, or Play Pals or whatever it is. And then just like some generic stuff here, and then his footprints. There's also footprints on the bottom in case you guys were wondering. Alright, so just as a size comparison, here's me and here's the doll. It is very big, it's 30 inches. So I'd like to just get further into this real quick. So now let's just get straight into the unboxing, just because I know that you guys want to see it out of the box as much as I do. So the box in and of itself is like actually worth the price for me. Okay, so as usual, they're gonna have the twist ties on the back. So we'll just get him freed from his restraints real quick, and then I'll show you up close. All right, so here he is. As you can see, his hair is kind of flat in the back right now, just because he's been in a box for a minute. But if I floof it up a little bit, it'll look better. Okay, so right off the bat, what I'm noticing is that there's a lot of hair coming off this thing. I don't know if you could see it. There's just kind of hair all over it, so you just kind of have to clean them off a little bit first, but I'm definitely impressed so far from what I've seen. I mean, the head itself, the head sculpt isn't terrible. I'll show you an up close of his face. It is pretty good. So as you can see, he actually does have eyeballs in there. They're not painted on, which is always a great touch. And overall, I think the paint job on his face isn't terrible. The teeth could be painted a little bit better, but overall, like, it isn't even terrible at all, especially not for 80 bucks. Sorry about the background noise, there's some construction. However, this is what he looks like standing up. Not even terrible. So if I go into the materials really quickly, I'd like to say that the hair is better than the old Spencer's dolls. However, it is still relatively cheap. It's about the same quality as they used on the Chucky animatronic they released this year that I did a review on. The head is made of very hard plastic, as you can hear. It's literally just plastic. Same with the chest. This is very hard plastic, and I'll show you one of the reasons why later. The hands are not squishy at all. Very hard plastic. But as for the arms and legs, they are padded. And then the shoes are relatively squishy. And something that I absolutely love about this doll is the fact that they actually put the design on the bottom of the feet, which Spencer's has never done in the past, so that's really a good touch on their part. Hey, future me here, I forgot to mention this. They still never updated the shoelaces, which kind of bugs me, but honestly, it's not a huge deal. You can get the actual Good Guy shoelaces for around $15 on eBay if you look at the right listings. So, you know, overall, I can't be mad. Also, these arms are actually movable. It seems like it's just a wire in there, so I would be careful about bending it too much, but the hands are fully articulate. You can move them however you'd like. The arms are too. There's actually articulation up here as well, so you can move the arm up and down, which is always good. And you can do that with both arms as well. So mine actually came with a little scuff right here, so I would check out your doll before you buy it. However, everything else on this doll seems to be pretty pristine. The clothing material is about the same as the old Spencer's dolls in the sweater and the overalls. However, I think that the overalls may be a little bit better quality, so they might have upgraded there. On the back, there's a little tag right here that just basically says what materials are used here. And then you can also see on the back, the hair gets a little bit longer as it goes down, so you might need to trim up your doll's hair if it bugs you. So the next thing I wanted to get into is actually in the back of the doll. I saw this in another review. If you open it up, you'll see that there's actually a thin layer of like foam over what is actually a battery pack. So this used to be, from what I can assume, a sound box or something that they had implemented in the dolls, but just never went through with for whatever reason. As you can see, there's actually no components in here, and there's no switch in here either. And as you can see, there's also a speaker hole in the front. So there was definitely supposed to be some sound in this, but they just never went through with it for whatever reason, which I wish they did. However, I'm happy with what I got for $80, well, 70 something dollars with the 20% off coupon I used. One last small gripe that I would say before giving an overall review. The legs are actually not articulate, so you won't be able to sit him or anything, so he's just going to stay standing. However, the fact that you can move the arms is a really nice touch, and it just adds to the doll as a whole, I believe. So yeah, besides that, I think that it is a really great doll for its price. So overall, would I recommend this doll for the $90 price tag? Honestly, I have to say yes. There's really nothing that I can say that's terribly bad about this doll. The hair isn't terrible, the face sculpt isn't terrible, and the paint job and clothing aren't terrible either. To be fair, the paint job won't always be perfect, but I don't expect it to be for being just a fraction of the price tag of a Trick or Treat Studios doll or any other doll company that may have put out a Good Guys doll in the past. And honestly, the box itself is a plus, just due to the fact that when I pre-ordered this thing back in June, it didn't have the box included, and just seeing how great this thing looks as a whole, I'd have to recommend this even just for the box if that's all you're getting out of it. By the way, I forgot to mention, if you guys are crafty, you can actually take out the wire that's in the legs and replace it with a bendable wire so you can make them sit down. And also, you can replace the shoelaces. And if you're really feeling crafty, you can actually put a speaker in the area where there's a space for a speaker and then hook it up with the battery pack in the back. You could also paint over the Chucky part in yellow paint if it bugs you, but you know, just some tips. So yeah guys, if you see one of these at Spirit or Spencer's, definitely pick it up. It's definitely worth it for the price in my opinion. And yeah, that's about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't, and check out my other review if you haven't watched it yet on the Spencer's animated Chucky doll, the one that they released this year. So yeah, peace.